What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be going over the Miami Dolphins depth chart situation. Because we just made our final cuts for the 53-man roster. So, yeah. And also, y'all know about the trades we made. So, let's just start at quarterback, the most easy position to talk about. I pretty much predicted it at the start of camp. I think most people did. Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to be starting day one. I think Josh Rosen's going to end up starting at some point in the season, but Fitzpatrick's going to be starting off the season. Kenyon Drake is supposedly healthy now. He's going to be. I know it says that Caleb Balaj is number 2, but they're going to be rotating in and out. So it is what it is there. Mark Walton, yeah. Myles Gaskin's number 4. I wouldn't be surprised if Myles ends up jumping him up. And we've also got Patrick Laird back there, as well as Chandler Cox, but he's a fullback, but for some reason it doesn't show fullback right now, but whatever. He did make the roster, though. Receiver, we got Devontae Parker, Albert Wilson, and Jakeem Grant starting, then with Allen Hurns and Preston Williams, because Ricardo Lewis is on injury reserve, as you can see, so don't be too concerned with him. I think, even without Stills, because obviously we did trade Kenny Stills, it was a part of the package to the Houston Texans. I'll talk about that when I get to the offensive line. But I think our receiving core is still okay. I think that this starting lineup isn't too bad. I think Preston Williams is eventually going to start getting some playing time. I'm really not a big fan of Devontae Parker. I think this is going to be a pretty bad football team, I'm not going to lie. And that's coming from a Dolphins fan. But it is what it is. Looks like we're in total rebuild mode. So, hey. Tight end, Mike Gesicki, Nick O'Leary, and Durham Smythe. Yeah. About what I expected, honestly. So Julian Davenport here, he is a part of the trade with the Houston Texans. I'm going to go ahead and show you that. We traded away Laramie Tunsil and Kenny Stills, and we received a first-round pick in 2020. We traded Laramie Tunsil, Kenny Stills, our 4th-round pick this year, and our 6th-round pick next year. In exchange, we got a 1st-round pick this year, a 1st-round pick next year, and a 2nd-round pick next year, as well as a return specialist in Johnson Bademosi. I didn't see him in the final roster, so I don't even think we kept in. But Julian Davenport, he's most likely automatically our starting left tackle, just because we literally don't have anybody else. But that's just the unfortunate truth. Because the only other tackle we have is Isaiah Prince, and he's starting at right tackle, and I'm not really a big fan of him either. I think this offensive line is by far the worst in the NFL. It's not even close. Michael Dieter, yeah, you knew when we drafted him he was going to have to start. This offensive line is so terrible, he didn't even really have to fight for it. Danny, Evan. Yeah, Chris Reed, of course, being the center situation was pretty much already confirmed. We knew what we were getting with our center situation. Now, I do kind of think that Shaq Calhoun is probably going to end up starting over Jesse Davis at some point. I'm really not a fan of Jesse Davis. I don't like him at all. But whatever. Move over to the defense and take the defense with a grain of salt here, because we're running a multiple style defense, so it's showing 4-3 here, but we're going to be running all different plays, and honestly, I don't think we're actually going to run the 4-3 itself all that much, not base 4-3. I think we're going to be running a lot of nickel packages and such. Charles Harris, yeah, he's going to be our starting edge player, whether that be defensive end or 3-4 outside linebacker, because we're going to be running some of those plays as well. Nick Orchard, yeah. Devon, Vincent Taylor. Christian Wilkins, he's the guy that can move all around. Devin is pretty much just a 3-tech maybe 3-4 defensive end. But Christian Wilkins, he can move all over the place. You can put him at 1 tech, you can put him at 0, you can put him at 3 tech, you can put him at 3-4 defensive end. Clemson even put him out at edge a couple times, so you can do that. I wouldn't suggest it, but you can. Then at right defensive end, I'm kind of surprised to see Jonathan Ledbetter starting, but then again, not really, because our defensive line situation is almost as bad as our... No, it's not as bad as the offensive line. Offensive line is... Oh, that's trash. Trent Harris, Avery Moss, and Robert Ndici. He's still hurt at the moment, but when he comes back, depending on where he's at health-wise and how good he's going to be, he's another guy that can move around quite a bit. I think he can play either 3 tech or 3-4 defensive end, and I think that's going to be his role for us. I know it says defensive end, but I think he's going to be coming in on situation where we're going to be running a 3-4. Now, linebacker Sam here, he's the stud that showed out that we got from the CFL. I think we're going to be running a lot of nickel packages. I don't think Raquan McMillan's going to play a whole lot. I think it's going to be Sam and Jerome Baker most of the time. And Vince here, he is the guy that we traded Kiko Alonso for to the New Orleans Saints. He's mostly a special teams guy. And that's pretty much what he's going to be doing for us as well, barring injury. Andrew Van Ginkel, Deion Lacey, Mike Hall. Yeah, y'all know the deal with that. Corner, Xavier Howard, Eric Rowe. There's really no surprises with the defensive backs here. After they let go of TJ McDonald, the defensive back situation is pretty obvious. The only thing that they're kind of wrong about here, too, is Rashad Jones is a strong safety and Bobby McCain is a free safety. They accidentally flipped those, but whatever. But it really doesn't matter because all three of these are going to end up playing at least most of the snaps, because like I said, it looks like they're liking to do a lot of nickel packages, so Sam and Jerome Baker are going to be out there. Raquan McMillan is going to be out most of the time. And then, because they mentioned that they're going to be moving Minka Fitzpatrick around a lot. They're going to have him playing strong safety, free safety, nickel, corner, dime, maybe even linebacker here and there. And he's got the athleticism and versatility to do so that definitely excites me. Yeah, move him around as much as you can because he's just such a versatile player. Him and Christian Wilkins, I think, are a good symbol of versatility on this team, and I think that's what we're trying to build toward. Guys that can play multiple positions and at a pretty good level. Special teams is pretty much what we expected. Jason Sanders, Matt Hawk, Jakeem Grant, kick and punt return, John Denny at long snapper. Not much to say there. But, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to go over this real quick. I want to hopefully go over the Baltimore Ravens depth chart before we end up playing against them, but that all depends on what goes on with this hurricane. Right now, it's looking like it's not going to affect me too much. It's looking like it's pretty much going to ride the east coast of Florida. So, and I'm not on the east coast, but I'm probably still going to get some effects. And honestly, we lose power in normal storms, just normal rainstorms. So we're probably going to lose power. It's just a matter of how long. Obviously, I can't record if I don't have power. So, and I seen on the news that it is moving its way west a little bit. It's not going to go as far east as it was charted to, so it is a little bit closer to me. Luckily, it's a pretty compact storm, but it's also very slow moving. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. Subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.